let's go.
Big Boy Caprice, Breathless Mahoney, Flat Top, the DA, Prune Face, Mumbles, Lips Manless, and the Blank are out to get the greatest detective of all time.
I'm rubbing him out.
I want him dead. Nobody.
In 1988, Disney greenlit a Dick Tracy film based on the 1930s comic strip. The film was directed and starred Warren Beatty as the titular Dick, the only stipulation being the film maintain a $25 million budget. However, once filming commenced, the budget rose to $30 million and then again to $47 million. And while Disney ultimately decided to release the film under its more mature label Touchstone Pictures, the company still invested heavily in its marketing with a $54 million budget, modeled after that of Tim Burton's 1989 Batman.
Dick Tracy, Baker's Vehicles and Watch each sold separately from Plymouth.
There was a McDonald's tie-in where customers were given scratch-off cards with a chance to win cash prizes up to $1 million, or free McDonald's. There was a multi-platform video game which spanned several consoles, action figures, toys, a novelization, a graphic novel, a tent, t-shirts, and entirely too much more merchandise to even name.
Yesterday, things were out of hand.
June 14th, 1990, the film premiered at the AMC Pleasure Island next to downtown Disney in Orlando, Florida. The Island Depot store in Pleasure Island was transformed into a Dick Tracy store in the summer of '90. Around the store sat an array of automobiles which were all featured in the film, as well as a cutout of Madonna's character, Breathless Mahoney. The entrance store in Disney's MGM Studios, now Disney's Hollywood Studios, was transformed into a Dick Tracy store as well. Prior to the film's release, Disney began to feature the characters in Disney's MGM Studios. There were photo opportunities as well as a street band orchestrated by Mumbles, and featured a small show with other gangsters from the film being confronted by Dick Tracy, who saves Breathless Mahoney. All of this culminated in a stage show titled Dick Tracy's Diamond Double Cross, which premiered at the Old Theater of the Stars prior to the Sunset Boulevard expansion. It ran from May 21, 1990 to February 16, 1991. The show also ran in Disneyland, California at Videopolis for a truncated run. The 28-minute show featured original songs with costuming and sets reminiscent of the film.
It's time for us to make the call to the only man who can help us, the greatest cop of them all. Calling Dick Tracy, it's law and order time. Calling Dick Tracy, he'll make the punishment fit the crime. When all is said and done, the fight for justice will be won. By Detective Dick Tracy, with a clue and a Tommy gun.
This all pales into comparison to what the Imagineers were planning. The Dick Tracy's Crime Stoppers was a ride developed to coincide with the film's release. It was an enhanced motion vehicle ride using the same technology as Dinosaur and Indiana Jones Adventure. This coupled with a Tommy gun the guests would be given, which allowed them to shoot back at any villains. This would have utilized the same technology as Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin. The ride would have taken place in an industrial warehouse, which would be part of a 1920s Chicago mini area to be built around the attraction at Disney's MGM Studios, and a Hollywood section conceived for Disneyland. A 1989 press release for the ride detailed that guests will join America's favorite comic strip detective in a high-speed chase with his gangster adversaries, where they will literally get into the act in this new high-tech action-adventure featuring the very latest in audio animatronics, simulation, sound, and special effects. Though concepts were developed, the film grossed only $162 million at the box office, which in comparison to Batman's $411 million gross, left the company to consider alternatives. This, in conjunction with Warren Beatty's dispute over the rights with a company called Tribune, further doomed the project. This was eventually settled, with Warren Beatty winning the rights in 2011 district court case, which was a little too late to continue the ride's development. But it's nice to consider the Chicago that could have been.
Baby, it's time that you faced it. I owe